Hey, welcome to A Moment of Grace. Thoughts from his heart to impart grace for your moment. Let's talk about living inside the grace of one day. Spending all your mental energy on either regrets from yesterday, things that you can't change, or future tripping, concocting situations in your head about how no one's going to come to your funeral. Both living in the past and worrying about the future keep us from living in the present. In your presence is fullness of joy. To be present is to become aware of the joy of his presence. He is the I am, not the I was or I will be, but his name is I am that I am because his presence lives in this moment. So today's moment of grace is designed specifically to liberate you from the shackles of regretting your past or stressing out about tomorrow. May you know his voice in this moment. It's that voice that constantly encourages you. It's that voice that constantly speaks deep in the core of your being that you are loved, you are enough, and that everything is going to be okay. As a child, you were designed to live in this moment. Jesus said, look at the birds. They neither gather up or build their own barns, and the Father takes care of them. How much more are you? Way more valuable than a bird. You were designed to live guilt-free, stress-free, fear-free, anxiety-free, right here in this present moment. The present is full of his presence. And as we become aware of his goodness in this present moment, we become liberated from the shackles of yesterday's guilt and tomorrow's fear. One of my favorite Paul Young quotes, you'll hear me quote him a lot. He says that joy became a constant companion when I began to live inside the grace of one day. We're not given grace for tomorrow or for yesterday. We're given grace for today. And not even an hour from now, this moment is where you find grace. Jesus said, all you who are weary and heavy laden, come to me and I will give you rest. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. If it's heavy, it ain't revy. If it's weighing you down, it's not the rest of the Lord. And let that not be confused with the hard seasons that we go through where there is much pain. But the rest of the Lord is always his invitation to invite us deeper in, to being present in his presence, right here, in the midst of everything that's going on in your life as it is right now. You don't have to wait for things to change, for you to change, to be able to enter into that rest of the grace of this moment and to simply sit in it, to rest in it. You are seated with Christ upon his throne, seated in heavenly places right now. Thank you for sharing this moment of grace with me today to remind you to live inside the grace of one day. It seems simple, but you really can't hear it enough. The fact that Philippians chapter 4 tells us to be anxious in nothing is a reminder from Holy Spirit that an anxiety-free life is not only possible, but it is our inheritance. You will not find anxiety inside the fruits of the Spirit. It isn't there. If it's not a fruit produced by the Holy Spirit, it's not part of the nature of God. If it's not a part of the nature of God, it's not a part of your nature. May you receive the grace today to live inside the grace of one day, this day, and this moment. Thanks for joining me on this moment of grace today. Thoughts from his heart to impart grace for your moment.